What's up, Yang Gang? So we're here today with a very special guest on a Broke Folk Vote podcast, and we are here with Jack McDermott, the founder of Karma Credits cryptocurrency. Is that correct?
That's right.
Well, tell us a little bit about yourself.
Sure. So I've always been interested in helping other people. I think when I was a kid, my mom was always amazed of how happy I made myself to just make other people happy. So I've always been striving to sort of like have ideas that help people help other people. So growing up, that was sort of my experience, and that's sort of why I founded this.
So, okay, now for me, I'm from the country, man, and
Yeah,
I'm a little bit on the dumb side. What does it mean to found a cryptocurrency?
I know. It's so funny. I am not good at cryptocurrency. I only learned about cryptocurrency and how to make it about a year ago. And I'm not a coding expert. So I'm from the South too. I'm from Georgia, and I'm definitely not the smartest person in my friend group or my social circle at my work. So sort of basically just means all it means is that most people hear of Bitcoin, right? It's a cryptocurrency, and that's a coin. So you can have a cryptocurrency that's a coin that you trade on exchanges for dollar value, or you can have what's called a token. Those are the two types of cryptocurrencies. And that's more commonly known as like Ethereum. So Karma Points, cryptocurrency, Karma Credits is a token. And when I first thought about this, the idea, I had heard of different cryptocurrencies that you could earn by doing safe driving, by going to the gym, and you sort of they call it mining, but it's basically earning it by doing things. And so I just had the idea if there's this neat thing in the cryptocurrency where you can earn currency by just doing things. What if we could earn currency by just continually doing nice things? Like why is it that we have to go to work to earn cash for our goods and services? I had the idea on the subway of what if, homeless people, or what if people all over the world could hold the door open for people and could help people in different ways, entertain, and what if you could earn constantly, whenever you wanted to, from anyone you wanted to? And that's sort of the whole idea of a cryptocurrency is it's an instant transfer. So it sounds complicated, but all it really is in this day and age is an app. You download an app, you do a nice thing for somebody, and they instantly transfer you the cryptocurrency. So that's sort of the cryptocurrency aspect of it, is a token that you can earn, not something that not a sort of a Bitcoin where you exchange it on a public exchange.
Now, the concept is amazing because like you were saying, like a homeless person could utilize this.
Yes.
But okay, so I guess the next question is, how do you get people to buy into it on a large enough scale to where it actually makes it, begins to make an impact?
Totally. So it's amazing. I started this about a month and a half ago. When I first started the social media handles, there were no followers. I didn't know anybody, and this has been completely grassroots. So I was following Andrew Yang and some of the things that he has been doing, and he's been saying. One of the things he's been saying is we need sort of to rewrite the rules of the economy. GDP is how we measure economy. That's the amount of money people spend. But we don't measure things like community service, health, mental wellness. And so the idea was helped when I was able to sort of interact with a lot of Andrew Yang's followers, people that want to move humanity forward. And that's the whole idea, is the currency is backed by the goodness of humanity. And it's a completely grassroots movement. Now we're at over 200 people over our social media handles, Twitter, Facebook, Instagram. We have our website up. We have maybe about 30 to 35 people that have earned Karma credits. Yesterday, we had our first business accept Karma credits, Karma points as a payment. So it's a member of our community that has their own business, and they sold a necklace and earrings for 70 karma points, plus a karma point for every dollar she spent on shipping the product. And that her store is accepting now both U.S. dollars and karma points. So that's sort of the growth we've seen. Is a grassroots community that is growing, and it's in the last few days we've got it probably took about a month and a half to get about 100 followers, and the next 100 followers it probably took us about a week or so. So we're really accelerating the timeline of the people that are growing in our community, and we're really seeing acceleration of that and its application.
So, okay, so how, if one wanted to get involved in this, how would you go about that?
So to get involved, you would follow our social media handles. On Twitter, it's @PointsKarma. We have a Facebook group, Karma Points Karma Credit Cryptocurrency Community. Our website is karmacreditscryptocurrency.com. And just how to be involved. Think of yourself, it's really driven by the passion of our community and the grassroots of our community. So the question is, it's built on moving humanity forward. It's built on the currency backed by the goodness of humanity. And think about, about how normally the saying these days is, no good deed goes unpunished. Well, we're trying to create that and change that. It's a no good deed goes unrewarded. And so all you have to do is go on our social media handles, get in contact with our social media handles, and talk to our community. You can earn karma points from anyone on in our community. There's an interaction page, Google Doc you can go on into, and you can just talk to anyone and start earning karma credits and start. The great thing about it is it's invitation. So we're keeping it in the sense that someone that once you earn karma credits, anyone that you know can earn karma credits for you, and that you can talk to them and get them involved. So it's a sort of an outreach grassroots community that's just growing exponentially.
I'm trying to figure out how, because it sounds like a wonderful idea. It sounds very human-centered, like Andrew talks about all the time. We got to start centering this economy around us. And it sounds like this is like one of the first, I don't know, it makes sense to my brain as far as like the concept, because I always have felt like there should be a reward system for people who were good people, and, for people who were trying to help, and, caregivers and all that. I mean, I'm trying to wrap my head around this, and it's going to be a process. So
Sure.
Bear with me for a second.
Please.
So, because I do think it's such a good idea, right? This is the part I'm struggling with. Because I do think it's a good idea. How do we get it out there as fast as possible to where people could actually latch onto this idea while we have the opportunity? Because I have a feeling that, now is the perfect opportunity to do that, because a lot of us are on lockdown and a lot of us are staying away from people, and now is the time where we're at a crossroads where we can actually implement these ideas, where enough people are paying attention because they have no choice. How do we go about that?
So yeah, it's a great question. How do we go about growing it? I think the best thing you can do is sort of just the grassroots nature of it. If we get exposure through a people-centered moving it forward, so retweeting and spreading the word about it. Word of mouth is the most powerful way we can do it. But the great thing about our community is there are already interactions, and they're already posting great things you can do to earn karma credits from them. So one person posted, if you deliver, you mentioned the time that we're in, how hard it is. One person posted, if you deliver groceries to someone in need, you can earn karma credits from her. If you donate to a food bank, that's a way to earn karma credits. If you care for a child or a pet in need, you can earn karma credits from them. So I think the best way to spread the word is just to word of mouth and just showing out, promoting it, telling everyone you know. I think these podcasts are a great way to spread the word as well, and you know, just step by step. And I think it's a great time to do so.
Okay, so I go deliver food for somebody. Number one, how is that verified? You know, because if not, you're just gonna have people saying, "Yeah, I
Oh,
did something," and then it not really happen. Or, you know, how do you circumvent things like that?
I totally understand what you're saying. So, karma points and karma credits is built on it's backed by the goodness of humanity. So the idea is we need to start trusting each other. We need to start doing good things for each other. If you think about our society and our humanity, human race, if we didn't trust each other, our society would break down. If you didn't trust your cash register person not to steal your credit card information, if you didn't trust your Uber driver not to get in a car crash, you know, if you didn't trust your doctor not to give you the wrong information because it's for his interest, we couldn't operate. Situation where you're delivering groceries, you could say, just take a picture of the groceries and the door you dropped it off on. And you know, there are ways to verify, but it's at the end of the day, we're that's why we're keeping it so grassroots and so word of mouth spreading to people, is because when you earn karma credits, that's a signal that you've done something kind for somebody, right? And when people earn karma credits from you, that person has been verified as a karma credits earner and a person that has done nice things for other people. So the idea is when you transfer and do nice things, that's the best way to do it organically and not in an exchange where you don't know the person and you don't are talking to people, you're not interacting. It's built on trust. You can definitely have things like taking pictures of receipts or people that you helped along the way, but it's largely built on backed by the goodness of humanity. And that's what we have faith in. That's where we're putting the faith back into society.
And it sounds good. Okay, but I know a lot of people who, you know, are shady, and there's going to be people who will want to try to take advantage of this because there always are.
So that's a great point. So let's say there was a bad person, right, that wanted to earn karma credits. So the only way the bad person can earn karma credits is by doing something on a list of nice things that a person with karma credits have laid out for. So the only way that bad people can earn karma credits is by doing nice things. Another thing, karma credits is really sort of like showing, or the whole idea, right, is for incentivizing or paying people in a cryptocurrency to do nice things. The question is, well, why do you have to? You could ask, why do we even have to pay you to do nice things? Well, our point is, as long as the nice things, our value is back in the number of good deeds, the extrapolation of good deeds across the world, the growth in those. And whether you do it out of the kindness of your heart, or whether you do it to earn karma credits as your purpose for financial or other reasons, that's still a good deed. The same good deed is being done to earn those karma credits. So whether you're doing it for your own ambition or your selfish reasons, or you want to look good in front of your friends, you're still doing a good thing at the end of the day. The good thing that you're doing is all that matters. And so we're providing an incentive, knowing that we have to incentivize people to do so, or not have to, but want to, and not saying that has to be a bad thing. We're saying the only thing that matters is the good deeds grown on, you know?
I love it, man. I'm telling you, I think it's a great idea. And I'm just wondering, I'm just sitting here thinking to myself, man, if we could just start paying our government in karma credits, because then the only time these motherfuckers would get paid is when they did something good for somebody.
Yeah.
You know? It's crazy.
Yeah.
But man, I think it's a wonderful idea because, you know, it's like you said, at the end of the day, it doesn't really matter why it's getting done. It's just getting done. You know,
good things are getting done. Good deeds.
and I'm a firm believer that, we have to raise the vibration of mankind. We have to, we have to start projecting that good out into the world, and we have to be that change that we want to see. And I don't know how familiar you are with our channel, but we are very humanity first oriented here, and I think it's so wonderful that, man, maybe there is a way to help the homeless people, you know, because it sucks because there are
Yeah.
so many homeless people. And now with the way that society has been locked down and the economy is being dragged into the dirt, I mean, the broke folk were getting broker. And now, it's like situation critical. So, how can
So
how can me is okay, I'm sitting in my home right now. How can I, if I'm, let's say I'm elderly, or
sure.
how can I get help through karma credits? How would that work?
That's a great question. So we understand a lot of people are struggling, and a lot of people are going through a really hard time. Um, and so a way that you could earn karma credits and apply them to help your situation. I just mentioned the first business that accepted karma credits. So let's say I really needed to get a necklace and earrings for my girlfriend, but I can't afford it. But what I did in a day was I told this person, this business, about karma credits. I told them about the vision of it, as me as the founder, but anyone can do this. Anyone that has karma credits that knows the vision can do this. And once I told this person about this, they're like, oh yeah, that sounds great. I want to be involved. I'll accept karma credits as payment. So now I just, in a situation where let's say I couldn't afford the necklace, I just bought the necklace with karma credits by doing nice things. So it's really, the strength in our currency is in our community, and it's in our grassroots community. If our grassroots community is able to talk to people they know, obviously there's tons of landlords right now that are abating rent, right? So you could say to your landlord, and honest to God, we have not found a person in our entirety of this idea that has said it's a bad idea. Thousands of people, and if you talk to your landlord, if you talk to someone that you need to pay, and you just have a conversation with them about it, I have faith in all of our grassroots community. They are doing this. They are spreading the word, and they're getting people excited about it to be able to accept that payment instead of cash. So if you're laid off from your job, you don't have any way of getting cash. Well, you have an infinite way of earning karma credits to help your situation, in which you can talk. And if you'd like me or someone in the community to talk to them, you can also have one of us. So there is application for helping people in need right now, through the currency.
So, okay, so how is it graded? In other words, okay, so what dictates something being more important and worth more karma credits than something else?
So that's a great question. Um, so everyone, so a nice thing can be evaluated in different ways. So let's say I needed legal advice for my apartment situation or my lease, right? I would offer maybe my friend who has nothing, who's an artist who doesn't know anything about the law, a few, to give him her opinion. But a lawyer, I would offer 100 karma credits to, because their opinion is probably more valuable. Some people, I have on my personal list. If you send me a political interest article that you find interesting, I'll give out 2 karma credits for it. But if someone's not as much into that, they can set their own list. So there are people that are passionate about different things. I mentioned one user he's passionate about food banks and churches, so he's going to offer karma credits for people that donate to that. Another person's passionate about the elderly and about helping people, helping pets that are in need. So you can value it however you can set the rate of karma credits you give out to whatever you want. and you can value it however you want. So if one day, you've earned 20 karma credits and you want to start doing it right now, you can say, I'll offer a half a karma credit or a tenth of a karma credit for this small thing. Or you can offer, when you earn more, you can offer more. So it's totally up to you as far as what you choose is a nice thing, and what the value of that is throughout time.
Say I want to get involved, and I want to say, what do you just go buy karma credits?
So great question. Giving money to somebody, donating money to somebody is a kind thing, right? So if someone were to offer one of our members of our community $100 to help them pay rent because their landlord won't accept karma credits, even though how much they've tried to get them to. I'll give you $100, and then they'll say, thank you very much. I'll give you 100 karma credits for that. So right now, in my mind, I'm sort of evaluating it in 1 karma credit per dollar. But here's the thing: this is the case with all cryptocurrencies. So all cryptocurrencies, unlike the dollar, the federal government can print however much money it wants to be in circulation. All cryptocurrencies, including karma credits, is 1 million karma credits are out there total, and that's fixed. So right now I'm valuing it at karma credit per dollar, but eventually they're going to be, as far as their worth in society, I think they'll be worth a lot more, because there's going to be a lot more money that wants to be spent helping people than $1 million. So we'll see where it goes, but definitely giving money to someone for it definitely qualifies as a nice thing.
So if let's just say I had $1 million right now, right? And what, I could just like buy all the karma credits that there are?
You could buy. Right now, I would strongly consider selling it to you if you offer me $1 million. Let me put it that way. But it's going to change. I think in a year from now, when we have hopefully over 10,000 followers, or 10,000 in the community, 100,000, 1 million in our community, I think it'll be more like $500 per karma credit, or more, or $1,000 for a karma credit. So I think the value is going to increase. So right now that's 1 million right now, but I might change that valuation later on. So it's up to the person, right? It's not just up to me. It's up to every person how much they think their karma credit is worth in dollars.
It's crazy, man. It's just hard to wrap my head around. I do not understand cryptocurrency at all.
So neither do I. I don't know cryptocurrency at all, and I just knew that there were some programs you can earn by doing things, and I was like, I need to look into that. And I just had this idea of what if you could the idea was we at our jobs, if you're an accountant, you go to work and you do accounting services and you earn a currency to use for other people's goods and services. But why does it have to be cash? Why can't it be a cryptocurrency that's not that? And that why do we have to clock out at 5 or stop working? Why can't we doing nice things for other people is providing people with goods, gifts like the necklace and earrings, or services, promoting marketing, or helping someone's initiative grow. But it's an outgrowth of we're taking back the currency and we're making it about kind things that you do for other people, and you can do it constantly, and you can rewrite how we think. It's rewriting really how we think of currency. It's really rewriting how we think about it, and how we apply it, and how we help with currency.
Okay, yeah, but I'm sitting here, and you're saying that you don't know anything about cryptocurrency, and yet you have one. Like, how does that happen?
I know it's 2020.
You just woke up one morning and was like, I'm gonna have a cryptocurrency?
I think I definitely, I was on the subway and I was thinking about, what if I heard of these programs, I was reading articles, I was like, what if we could apply this? And I was Googling how to make a cryptocurrency. What's a cryptocurrency? And what's blockchain? And I made this, I followed the steps and I created this cryptocurrency. And it's really an outgrowth of our community and our vision. and how we're and kind things. It's the cryptocurrency is a vessel in the sense that it's on an app and it's easy to transfer. But it's it's future thinking, forward thinking.
Well, listen, I have enjoyed this conversation. It has been amazing, man. It's totally fascinating to me that you have basically taken what Andrew Yang is talking about and you are starting to implement it in a way that I think is very unique. And I think that it's needed. And I think that a lot of people are going to catch on to this vision because to me, it seems like this, it's almost like this ultimate pay it forward program, you know?
Absolutely, karma. The idea is once you earn karma credits, people from all over the world, or people you know, or whoever, will start doing nice things for you. Now that you've done nice things for people, and you mentioned it's taking what Andrew Yang put into action. He's on his website of his campaign was time banking, and we should have a currency of time banking, and the government should, implement it, and the government should run it. What we've done is we've taken it back to the people and said even further, we as the people can create it. We as the people, in a private sense, can run it for the goodness of the people, and we can create your vision, and we'd love to.
So let me ask you something. And I don't know if you can answer this question or not, but I look at the government and I see them. They're basically they're just pulling money out of nowhere, just trillions and trillions of dollars,
Crazy.
right? So what happens
Crazy.
when the central bank, like let's say it just takes on too much debt and it collapses?
Yeah,
what happens
exactly. So that's a huge risk. I mean, this not only was there 2 trillion, 6 trillion stimuluses now and then coming, the central bank just initially said recently, we're gonna, we're gonna buy bonds, or we're gonna put in money to economy unlimited amount. We're not gonna set a limit on it, and that is crazy, because so we have a $4 trillion deficit every year for the past few years. We have about 22 trillion right now. The stimulus is going to be about 24 trillion, and there's all these cryptocurrencies out here that are a fixed amount that aren't subject to inflation, and the it's, I mean, with everything that's been going on with the coronavirus and everything that's the federal banks are inserting the economy unlimitedly, and how much debt we have and how much debt is growing. As soon as, I'm no expert on debt, but as soon as other countries start having faith in the American dollar that we're ever going to pay back our debt, or pay back the interest on our debts, then we're trying to, Andrew Yang said, I was talking about automation for all that time. I really should have been talking about the coronavirus as far as accelerating automation and the way it changes society. There's a possibility that this whole crisis accelerates that lack of faith in the dollar, and we want to be there to say there's a fixed amount currency, we can exchange goods and services, and we don't have to, and that's sort of our mission. That's what we want to provide to people as a safe haven and a way to rethink how we do currency.
So, I think, man, if people would jump onto the vision of what you're proposing, I think it would be incredibly revolutionary in this country. I really do believe that. But my question is like, okay, so what happens, let's say all the people in the United States, if you're saying that there's a limited amount of this currency, like would everybody be dealing with fractions of this currency, kind of like with?
So yeah, all cryptocurrency is broken up into 18 decimal places. So eventually you're going to be able to earn a half a karma credit, a tenth of a karma credit, a hundredth of a karma credit, a thousandth of a karma credit. So it will keep with 18 decimal places. There's almost unlimited ways in which you can earn it, and the way that it can be divvied up. Right now, it's $1 per karma credit, but yeah, you're right. It's going to be, once if everyone in the United States starts using it, you're going to be sort of earning a fraction. And that's not to say that that's any worse worse than earning it right now. Again, the good deeds are still being done. So at the end of the day, like, who cares how much karma credits you're earning or you're spending or what the fraction is? The idea is we're backed by the good deeds that are being done. And our vision is all about increasing the good deeds. And if everyone in the United States is using karma credits, we know that everyone in the United States is doing nice things for other people. And and we're tracking that, right? People wonder if people are good or people are bad. We're going to show how good people are and how good humanity is and how good the United States people are to each other.
It's a pretty revolutionary idea, because you think about it, if this coronavirus has taught us anything, it's one, how little value that the government actually puts on its people. And number two, this is only going to hasten automation and robotics and AI even further, because guess what doesn't get sick? Robots. Robots don't come down with the coronavirus. Self-driving trucks are going to show up.
Exactly.
Right now we're facing this thing that, okay, what happens when our frontline workers, our truck drivers, and our workers at Amazon, and the few that's there, and the frontline nurses, and what happens when they start going down with coronavirus, and it starts, if it gets that far. I saw a thing earlier today where there was this company who is working on this. It's a robot, and it's got all these sensors all over its body, and it reacts like a human would. It's almost like it feels whenever it's, you're rubbing over the sensors. And the idea behind this robot was to use them as like nursing assistants. That's pretty incredible to think about, so if that's the case, and even nurses and truck drivers and all these jobs are being automated away, then we're basically forced to rethink the way that we're doing things. And that's, absolutely, I really think that that's kind of what this is doing.
Absolutely. So let's say, you're out of work, your robots replaced you. Right now, all you have to do is go on our social media handles, give us positive feedback, give us support, retweet us, or just like for me, I have the incentive of, if you send me an article that you find interesting, if you send me a message of motivating me to help me work out, that's something that matters to me. You can earn currency, but our vision is to, even the day of automation, even when everyone's taking your sort of labor, you can do things for other people that lend support. If someone just needs to vent and they need someone to talk to, you can offer karma credits for someone to do that for you.
So right now you're saying that this is a grassroots movement, and you're basically doing it word of mouth and getting people on board with this idea. Like, do you envision eventually maybe like having a website where that you could go, and it would be like this centralized place where people could see the needs and
so right now we do have a website. It's called karmacreditscryptocurrency.com. It sort of explains what it is, how to earn karma credits. You can subscribe to the email subscriber list where you can connect to people. And we just came out with a centralized Google Doc interaction center where you can interact and post your lists for other people to earn karma credits for you. So that's sort of a centralized place to go across all handles and across all media.
Man, okay, so I am definitely, Yang Gang, if y'all are out there and you watching this, go to the website and like, let's get behind this vision, because I think it's a really novel idea, and I think it's going to make a lot of people very, very happy, because for a long time, I mean, that's just how I'm built. I'm not patting myself on the back, but I'm that person who, like, if I see a need, I try to attend to it. And the fact that I can do that and actually get recognized for the work that I'm putting in, it's a pretty amazing thing.
Yeah, absolutely. You get rewarded for the good deeds you do for others, and that's a great thing.
Well, Jack, thank you so much for taking the time out of your schedule to do this with me, and I will do my best to promote it. And we're going to see if we can't get this thing off the ground in a big, big way.
Love it. I'm really excited. Thank you guys so much for having me.
No problem.